I don't really like this conversation, as you know. I don't really like the whole Amorim was evil and Carrick's, the hero. I think it's way more multi-layered than that. It's like people saying, "Oh, we're." It's like when Nicky Butt said that game that we won, we would have lost 3-0 with a month ago. We haven't lost 3-0 since Brentford, which was in October. We were already in the top 3 for goals created, XG, and everything like that when Amorim was here. We just couldn't hold on to leads, literally, which cost him his job. But this sort of stuff sort of fits in with what I was saying there about this summer. To me, can't be strategic. Even if we get Champions League, it's got to be monumentous. It's got to be huge change. And when he was saying that, I just want to get the words right on this, because I saw this and I thought I don't normally jump in on the Amorim Carrick thing. And I don't think Carrick wants to jump in on it either. But Chris Wheeler was saying to Beth this afternoon, everything felt like it was hard work under Amorim, but Carrick has come in and been the complete opposite. He's calm and composed, keeps words to a minimum, and really shows what the United way looks like. He's applying what he learned from Sir Alex, Jose Mourinho, and other managers in a logical way. Under Amorim, everything seemed like a long way off and still a work in progress. Carrick has come in, put round pegs in round holes, and got the players performing comfortably in roles they actually understand. I think this is one of the most dangerous things the club can do. And if Michael Carrick gets the job, it can't be this. He can't do this. He can't just come in and go, I'm going to play the players where they want to play in a 4-3-3 and counter-attack and use the same players that have sacked multiple managers. I was listening to Chris when he was saying this, and I was like, I hope this is not opinion, and I hope it's not coming out of the club, because this is complete and utter horseshit. This doesn't even serve the Amorim Carrick argument. I mean, for me, you've just completely proved that Amorim was on the right track and Carrick is an interim. Because if the club are putting it out there again to slag Amorim off and boost Carrick's appeal, I actually side with Amorim on that, because Michael Carrick's come in and he's the complete opposite of Amorim. Amorim was talking about the vision being a long way off and a work in progress. Hello, you never even bought him a midfielder. I mean, is anybody sat here going, "Oh, we're going to win the league with Carrick"? No, it's a long way off. If Michael Carrick gets this job, he needs to be a little bit more like Amorim and say, I need this, this, and this, and this, and nothing's going to happen until it happens. So to say, I hope this is not coming from the club. If the club are putting it out there that, we're so impressed with Carrick, he's put round pegs in round holes. He doesn't demand things. He's really calm. He's just copying Sir Alex, and everything's going really, really well. Whereas Amorim kept saying, I need more. It's a long way off. It's going to take time. I need more. I mean, hello. If Pep Guardiola walks into Manchester United tomorrow and gets the job, is he going to sit there and go, I don't need anything? Put your checkbook away. I don't need anything. We'll win the league next year. Don't know what anyone's worried about. Any manager worth their salt has to come into that football club, and it was what I was saying a few minutes ago, and go, I need 350 million quid spending this summer as a start, and then we need to do it next summer and in January. I need 8 to 12 players in the next 18 months. I need to build the first team out, and I need a bench. The status quo ain't going to work. So you can propaganda your PR as much as you like about, Carrick's come in and simplified everything and shown that it's an easy job. You're telling me you think this United side is going anywhere near the Champions League or the Premier League title in its current state? It is a long project. Hello, you've not even bought a fucking midfielder. We're using Ten Hag's midfield from 2 years ago. So there's a hell of a lot of work that needs to be done. And that doesn't mean it can't be Michael Carrick, by the way. But Michael Carrick has come in as an interim and gone, my job's till the end of May. I've got no signings. Let's get on with what we've got. Of course he's going to simplify it. He's got no budget. He's got no window. He has to work with what he's got. But if he gets the job and Wilcox and co think, he'll just keep working with what he's got, you're having a fucking laugh. He needs a hell of a lot of support like any manager does. So I call that out. I think if the club are putting that stuff out still, this propaganda that, Amorim was failing because he wanted too much, and actually look what Carrick's done with what he's got. Let's get real. Amorim was struggling over Christmas and the New Year because he didn't have Mbermo and Ahmad and Mazraoui. And Bruno was injured. You take Bruno, Ahmad and Mbermo out of this team for a month, you see how Carrick gets on. He'll be fucked. So there's a lot of mitigating circumstances, and the reality is that team, regardless of whether it's Carrick or Enrique or whoever, needs a lot of money and needs a lot of players next season. Otherwise, you'll be back where you were in January, next January, with everybody coming for your jobs again. in relation to the board. So yeah, I thought that was very interesting as well. Emily Derry says, Carrick may have learned from some great coaches, but many of these players were there under the likes of Mourinho and Ollie. Some were even Carrick's teammates, and they failed playing a 4-2-3-1. Look, in relation, what I was saying there wasn't actually anti-Carrick. It was more about the board trying to make out, wow, Amorim kept saying we were a long way off and there's a lot of work to do, whereas Carrick's come in and look at what he's doing. Yeah, that's what an interim does. Hello. With regards to Carrick, I almost feel like it needs to come with a disclaimer. Not till May will I give you my opinion on it. If we lose our next 2 games, if we lose 2 of the next 3 against Everton, Newcastle and Palace, I will still say that doesn't mean Carrick can't get the job. I think it's just let's see where we are. My biggest concern is that we get Champions League football. I don't think Champions League football and Michael Carrick getting the job should be exclusive. I don't think if he gets Champions League football, he should get the job. And if he doesn't, he shouldn't. He might show everything we need, but miss out on Champions League football. He might show a lot of what we don't need, but get Champions League football. So I don't think the Champions League football thing should be anything to do with Carrick getting the job. It's far deeper than that. I mean, Louis van Gaal missed out on Champions League football, but on goal difference, and won an FA Cup, and we still sacked him for Mourinho. And that was the right thing to do. We can't go backwards and go, well, he only missed out on Champions League football by goal difference and he won the FA Cup, so let's keep him. Fuck off, Mourinho. That was the right thing to do at that time. You look back on it now and go, we sacked a man who won the FA Cup and missed out on Champions League football on goal difference. But it was the right thing to do. It was ambitious.